and understanding that if I'm not ready to adapt, if I'm not ready to change, nothing will change. And if nothing's changing, nothing's improving. You can't improve without change. Hey guys, Rafi here, Preferred Plumbing Solutions. Just want to share let's call it a growth mindset. Let's call it maybe a thought-provoking concept for you. But I think the power in growth, the power in progress comes from the ability to really accept, and even more so, to almost bring on change. To understand that you want to be a new Rafi. I want to be a new Rafi next year than I was this year. You ever bump into an old friend and you're talking to them and they're like, hey, you used to say that and that though, and you said that didn't make sense, or that was a value, or you didn't like that person or whatnot. What happened? You've changed. And that almost is said with like a negative connotation. But true power comes from growth, and true growth, any real substantial growth, comes from an absolute change in thought, an absolute change in emotion, a change in strategy, a change in breaking some limited beliefs that you had, a change in realizing that problems are opportunities. And if you can really, really take a bite into that, man, you have a whole different grasp on life. And it just kind of hit me today because, everybody's getting older. I'm getting older. As you can see, I got a lot more gray in my beard going on here. But the one thing that I used to be so stuck in is I used to be stuck in this constant commitment to identify myself based on who I told myself I was. Whether it was a week ago, a day ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. And that means who I was in regards to my ideologies, my thought patterns, what I thought would work or wouldn't work, what I thought was valuable or wasn't valuable, who I thought would be right or wrong, who I can listen to, who was my mentors, etc. But the greatest success I've had in growth in so many areas of my life was through the actual polar opposite of that was changing, embracing new information, really embracing new information, and implementing new strategies, and understanding that if I'm not ready to adapt, if I'm not ready to change, nothing will change. And if nothing's changing, nothing's improving. You can't improve without change. Like, look at a butterfly. A beautiful butterfly it comes from a caterpillar, which is basically a glorified worm, right? And it goes through this changing process and comes out a beautiful butterfly in the end, right? So, same idea. Anyhow, think about that. Think about how that may or may not apply to your life, and realize the beauty of transition, of change, of growth. All right, guys. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Be grateful. Be grateful. Take care.